Last week, my dear students, we talked about communication, importance of communication, utilities of communication, leadership in communication. Week 2, we are going to talk about non-verbal communication. In 2.1, we are going to discuss non-verbal communication, what are the types of non-verbal communication and strategies through which you can improve your non-verbal communication. Now, let me start off on this note. Understanding messages often involves more than merely listening to spoken words. Non-verbal signs can often speak louder than words. These cues include eye movement, facial expressions, gestures. And it is very important for you to understand the non-verbal communication. Only then you will be able to properly understand the message of the sender. Non-verbal communication. So what is non-verbal communication? Non-verbal communication includes all unwritten and all unspoken messages, whether intended or not. These silent signals have a very strong effect on receivers. So it is very important for you. It is very important for you to understand what non-verbal communication is. I repeat, in simple words, all unspoken and unwritten correspondence communication is called non-verbal communication. Any communication which does not have anything written, like what I am doing now, is not a non-verbal communication because I am using words. So according to the definition that I have given you, it is not non-verbal communication. Non-verbal communication involves unspoken and unwritten messages. Now, there are different types of non-verbal communication. For instance, eye contact. Now, we all are familiar with eye contact is. The eyes have been called the window to the soul. Now, let me tell you something. Even if they don't reveal the soul, the eyes are often the best predictor of the speaker's true feeling. Now, most of us cannot look another person straight in the eyes and lie. Yes, that's the case. Now, we have heard this: when people lie, they are apprehensive in looking in the eye of the other individual. So eye contact can tell you a lot about the person's personality. A confident speaker, a speaker who is confident, will always look into the eye of the other individual, and that depicts the confidence level of the speaker. Imagine someone is speaking to you, someone is communicating to you and does not maintain the eye contact. So it would not give a great impression. Then, that brings me to the second non-verbal communication, and that is facial expression. The expression on a person's face can almost as revealing as the eyes. Experts estimate that human face can display over 250,000 expressions to hide their feelings. Now, this is what people do. Imagine that you appear in an examination, and after the examination, your friend asks, "How was the paper?" You do not say anything, but your facial expression reveals much about your feeling. Emojis. So the person will have an idea that you did not do well in your paper. So facial expressions say a lot about other individuals. We can understand what the person is feeling. Then posture and gesture. A person's posture can convey anything from high status and self-confidence to shyness and submissiveness. Leaning towards the speaker suggests attentiveness and interest. Pulling away or shrinking reflects fear, distrust, anxiety, apprehension. So you see, postures and gestures. Most of the time when students come and give presentation, their posture reveals a lot. Their posture reveal a lot to us about their personality, whether they are prepared or not. So you need to make sure that similarly like posture, gestures can communicate entire thoughts via simple movements. However, the meaning of these movements differ in different countries. So let's say that after your exam, you give a thumbs up to your friend, thumbs up. That means that, I have done well in my exam. And then, in different cultures, people do this, and that depicts that they are showing respect. So different cultures have different gestures, and we should be very careful and using gestures that might offend the feeling of the other individuals. Now that we have talked about what nonverbal communication is, the different types of nonverbal communication, let me tell you about the strategies through which you can improve your nonverbal communication. Number one is interpret nonverbal communication. You might record a video and then you can see how well you are using your body movements. Listen to famous speakers. Go and watch different videos on TED Talk. And then analyze how well they are using their nonverbal communication. And then try to use this. Some of the individuals have this habit of speaking in front of the individual without using their body language. And that does not portray a sign of a good speaker. So these are the few things through which you can improve your nonverbal communication. Thank you.